Why people defend religion like their life depends on it. Title your last sentence. For some people their life does depend on it. Because for some it's a very important part of their lives and heavily informs how they think and act, the same reason people defend their culture. To a religious person, their religion is a part of that person's identity. Religion is the lens through which they see the world. It literally informs, in theory, every part of their overall worldview, so it makes sense that they would defend their religious views. However, hurting someone because they believe something reeks of insecurity to me. William Ellery Channing, a 19th century theologian, once said, "I have many beliefs for which I am ready to die, but none for which I am ready to kill." Because if you are religious, you are pretty damn sure it does. It's called dogmatism or dogma warning. This concept can and often does apply to different topics, including also music taste, political views, series, sport. The moment you go against something I believe, you're putting in discussion everything I believe. If I believe that people can't fly, and suddenly someone builds a plane and flies over our heads, what guarantee do I have that everything else I believe is real? What if soccer is a terrible sport for your health? What if there's no hell or heaven, only nothingness? What if my family only pretends to love me? What if I hurt people, but they are so afraid of the consequences that they never tell me the truth? Religions and again, other topics too involve a firm and blind belief in something, without proof of it. We don't do research, we just follow our feelings and instinct and say, yep, I think that's true. When I tell you that God doesn't exist, you hear that your whole world is a lie. I think I which country you're from but won't tell. I live in the same or similar country. Because they genuinely believe that their afterlife, which is supposed to be bigger and better than their real life, does depend on it. Their life doesn't depend on it, their afterlife does. Their afterlife does. If it was fake they would know they'll just cease to exist soon. Maybe not their life, but their afterlife depends on it in their eyes. Because they think it does. In fact, they think their very soul does, and yours as well. Religion has the power to make and break people. Unfortunately, most choose to break others. Ticket to heaven. Their afterlife depends on it. When you face eternity, be it in a place in heaven or hell, or where you end up next life in the eternal struggle to escape the reincarnation cycle, anything that can jeopardize that has to be dealt with. It is a really cruel but effective way to control people. Cause it justifies what they believe in, from racism to violence to subjugation of females and so on. Because in their very flawed mind it does. Because their lives do depend on it. Because they believe in it. They have the faith in it. It doesn't matter if you don't. They do, and that's what matters. Because they believe their eternal afterlife depends on their behavior and conversion of others. This is called proselytizing. It's part of most religions. Be fruitful and multiply does not mean having a lot of kids necessarily. I don't proselytize, but I do share my story when people ask. Because their identity is tied to a religion, so when they're defending the religion, they are literally defending their own ego and identity. It's a mind virus, yo.